Michael, we had a chance to talk to you when you first signed, get a sense of who you are and why you signed with the Padres. Now that you've had a couple of weeks to settle in, how's spring training going?
No, it's going well. Just getting into the swing of things here, and putting in a lot of work on the backfields to get us ready for the season. But overall, I feel like camp's been going really well, and getting a lot of really good work in.
Like you said, most of your work has been in the simulated games, in live batting practice, things like that before you get into the Cactus League games. How are you feeling physically right now?
Yeah, no, feeling really good. Had a few outings on the backfields there. Kind of more controllable atmosphere back there where you can get your pitch count up, get built up in that way. But overall, body's feeling good. You know, always trying to learn and refine some things as well. But I feel like those are heading in the right way as well.
You've been doing this for a long time now. This early in spring training, what are you looking for, feeling for out of yourself at this point?
Yeah, I think feeling good, healthy is key, but also just getting that command back of all your pitches. Locating them where you want them to be located with the action that you're looking for, and throwing strikes with everything. And so, just I try to start with that, and then go from there.
I want to go back to your early days with the Cardinals because that very first season, 2013, you get a chance to go to the World Series, pitch in a World Series. When you look back on it now, I mean, what was that like for you, pitching on that kind of stage that early in your career?
Yeah, it was kind of a blur at the time. I didn't get really the time to kind of sit back and think about it all until that off season. But yeah, it was an unbelievable ride. That team had, and it was a lot of fun. Showing up to the park every day. We had a really good squad there, and we were winning a lot of games and made a heck of a run there in that postseason. But yeah, it's been a fight to get back there for sure, and it's always on my mind.
You talk about it being a fight to get back there. I know when you first got here, we talked a little bit about why you signed here in San Diego, being a part of this team that has World Series aspirations. Now that you've had a little while to settle in, I mean, with the star power in this clubhouse, what this team wants to do, what stands out to you about this clubhouse compared to other ones you've been a part of?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of guys in here that they want to get out there and work. We've got some studs in here that they don't just show up and for the game. There's a lot of work and preparation that gets put into going out there and performing out on the field, and so looking forward to continuing to build those relationships in this clubhouse, and taking that out there onto the field in the regular season. But yeah, we've got high expectations. I think that's a good thing, and just got to go out there and go one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and see where it takes us.
I want to go back to your time at the Cardinals for a second because one guy that you pitched with there, Adam Wainwright, is still pitching now, coming back for another year. When you were in a rotation with Adam Wainwright and you were a young player, I mean, what stood out to you about Adam at that time?
Yeah, I mean, he was the guy that whenever I showed up for my first spring training, I was all eyes on him. I watched from afar and was able to go have conversations with him as well. But really, I just wanted to see, kind of how he approached, the game and how he went about his business. And, he was showing up early. He was putting in his work in the weight room, in the training room. Talked about a lot about his routines and everything, but he was somebody that just carried himself the right way and knew that he was a leader on the team. And it was a lot of fun getting to pitch in that same rotation with him for so many years. And yeah, I mean, I learned so much from him and still take stuff from him to the day.
You talk about learning how to handle your business and be a major leaguer. When you think back on it now, what's the biggest, most important thing you've learned over the course of these years from then until now that allows you to go out there and be successful right now?
I mean, there's a lot of things for sure. But I think with a 162 game season, it's a grind, and if you haven't ever experienced it, I remember my first full season, it was like, whoa, this is a lot more games than the college ball that we had been playing. But, there's ways that you can, withstand that long season. And, it's with that preparation in the off season. It's that work that you continue to put in during the season as well to help you, be feeling good at the end to make that push as well. But yeah, it's just being able to take care of your body and continue to put in the work, because there's a lot of people out there that are doing the same thing.
Finally, this is a little bit of a weird one, I'm going to admit, but I was looking on your MLB.com page. It says nickname Guacamole. Has anybody ever called you Guacamole? Do they call you Guacamole now?
Yeah, yep, it was for sure a nickname. That's why I had it on my on the player's uniform name. It was Carlos Martinez was the first person that had called me that, and then it kind of stuck around in the clubhouse for a while. So, yeah, it was just a little play on words, but it kind of stuck.
Has anybody called you that here yet?
I don't think it's gotten around the clubhouse yet. Sometimes there's some chips and guac in there, and might throw it out there or something. But no, nothing too crazy yet.
See, I had to do my research because I should have looked at the nicknames on the back of the jersey from a couple of years ago. I learned a lesson. Michael, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yep, thanks a lot.